What the heck does contingent mean? Hey guys, this is Joe Gatone with Gatone Real Estate. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Tuesday tip. I wanted to talk about what contingent means because I'm sure you guys have seen the status changes on these websites online. They talk about contingent, then it says pending, then it says off market. Okay, maybe it says under contract. All right, newsflash, they all mean the same thing. They all mean a buyer put in an offer and the seller accepted it and now it's no longer available. However, the buyer doesn't take possession right at that point of the new property. There are things along the process that need to happen, and there are other contingencies in the contract, hence the word contingent. So I wanted to talk about the three main ones that almost every single deal has. The first one is the attorney review contingency. Okay, this is the most powerful, all-encompassing contingency for buyers and sellers. Their attorneys get to review the contract and request changes as they see fit. So anything that they feel is unfair or not right, they can request those changes. Typically, these are pretty reasonable changes that both attorneys understand should be done. And a lot of times attorneys have preset letters ready to go, and they make small changes based on the property or their clients specific to that transaction. But again, most of the time it's a preset letter changing some things that are just typically wrong in the contract every single time. So that's the first one. The second one is the inspection contingency, which on its own allows the buyer to get an inspection, and it allows the buyer to make requests to the seller or from the seller based on the inspection report. So whether there's things broken or if there's major concerns health-wise, such as leaks, roof, windows, all that stuff is checked, electricity, anything that comes up on the inspection report, the buyer can technically ask the seller to replace, repair, or give a credit for. And oftentimes this inspection contingency is rolled into the attorney review period because, again, the attorney review is a little bit more powerful and allows the attorneys to make whatever changes they need. So if they need to change the price, which is very uncommon and also not allowed within the inspection contingency, they can under attorney review. So both of those two first contingencies are typically done within the first 5 days under attorney review to give buyers and sellers the most possible power of changing the things that they need to change. The last contingency I wanted to talk about is the mortgage contingency, which allows the buyers to cancel the contract if they cannot get approved for a mortgage. Now, they will actively pursue a mortgage, and they must do that, and they cannot sabotage it. However, sometimes things just don't work out, whether it's a loss of job or whether the income they told their lender in the beginning is not actually the income and it couldn't be verified, whether the appraisal comes in low, etc. There's a bunch of different reasons why, but this allows the buyers to not be forced into purchasing a house with money that they don't have. Most people don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy houses cash. And so if they didn't have the mortgage contingency in there to protect them and they couldn't get approved for a mortgage, they would still have to buy the house somehow. And oftentimes that would result in them getting sued and a big mess. So the mortgage contingency allows them to cancel the contract and get their earnest money back, which is only fair. However, sellers typically don't like this contingency when they find out that that can potentially leave the contract open, for lack of a better term, until about a week before closing. So you could be under contract for quite a while and then have the buyer's mortgage not work out and have to put the property back on the market, which is unfortunate. So those are the three main contingencies. Of course, there's more, but those are the three I wanted to cover today. Now you know what contingent means. Now you know why stuff goes under contract and then back on the market to pending to back on the market, etc. So thanks for tuning in to this week's Tuesday tip, guys. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the bell so you can stay up to date. Thanks for watching. Till next week.